All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another edition of Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn and my wonderful and awesome guest just north of the whole continent here, Raschell Harlingten. How you doing today, sis? Good to see you today.
I am amazing.
Yes, you are amazing. Thank you so much for being with us today. Hey, guys, Power Connections is all about bringing in powerful people like Raschell to talk about what she's doing. She's doing some great things, guys, to help her community, help her family, help herself, and help those listening all across the globe. So our goal is to highlight her network today. So Raschell, thank you so much for being with us today. How you doing today? What's going on your side of the house?
Oh, lots of new things, new year, lots of great stuff happening. And yeah,
Absolutely.
I think the best thing I can share with everybody is to know that no matter what's going on in your life,
Come
you
on now.
can definitely shift your perspective and shift your thoughts so
Yeah,
quickly. Kind of
yeah,
like you shift gears in a car. It's that
absolutely.
easy.
Absolutely. I love that, Rochelle. It's all about mindset. We got to get that mind right, Rochelle. That's what we got to do. We got to get that mind right, folks. You have to work on that. And that's what we're going to be talking about a little bit today with Raschell Harlingten, ladies and gentlemen, up in north of the continent here. So we're excited. She's up in Canada, folks. Isn't that wonderful? So I love my connections in Canada. And Rochelle, again, thank you so much for being with us. Hey, guys, we're going to get started here because everybody's busy today, Rochelle. You know, everybody's got something going on and we'd like to get right to it. And we're just going to have some great time today. Hey, guys, I want you guys to share this out. Also, too, as you're talking as well. Also, too, don't forget her website's right there, too, guys. Check her website out as well. I want to give her a quick bio as well. She's an awesome speaker, no doubt about that. She's an author, too, as well. She knows how to write and how to read. I love it, like all of us should be, right? I love it. She's also an awesome coach, folks. She's going to talk about that a little bit today as well, for encouraging and helping others professionally and personally, and then also in business as well. And of course, she also has her own podcast as well. She loves to talk like me. I love it. I love it. So we're going to have a great time today. Hey, I love some of the sayings that she has. A new day, guys, new inspiration, new thoughts, and new trajectory. I love it. And a powerful. So I had to pull that. I hope you like those pictures there. That's okay. I love it. So love those pictures there. Thank you so much, Michelle. You know, one thing I wanted to ask you about, if you would say a little bit more about what is so much going on today, Rochelle, and if you would share with folks a little empowerment, a little encouraging words, anything you like this additional say as you already have done already. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, with everything going on in the world and it's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
know and understand though that
Yeah.
it does not have to be your reality. So, as much as there's all that craziness going on, if you focus on the small, simple things in your life,
Yeah.
you know, that soft pillow, that comfortable bed, the joy, happiness of children, if you have them, or your partner, the
Yeah.
fact that you woke up today and you're still breathing, if you just shift that perspective
Yes.
and you realize that you can make that day amazing. And every day you get a new chance to do that. So
Yeah.
don't give your energy to all the negative stuff because it's just over there. Be present in the now moment because that's all we have.
Yes.
And shift that perspective and just think of something that can give you joy in your life. And I know some people say, well, that's really hard. Yes, it is. I
Mhm.
have been through stuff, but do know that you can find the answers if you ask
Yes.
because they're always given to you. So
Uh,
just
uh,
ask.
yeah, exactly. Hey guys, you got to find your area of peace and joy and happiness as well. And one thing I was doing just before the broadcast, which I was playing some serious music. I love music. But music just fired up, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it could be instrumental, words, whatever motivates you guys in that area. But music is a key area as well. It could be reading for you. It could be going outside and working in the garden. I got some family and friends that work in the garden. They love that, and they do a great job. That is so therapeutic. I know that for sure. Just
Mm-hmm.
working in the garden. And Rochelle, I don't know, I just kind of off topic. I don't know if you have a garden or not, but I know working in the garden. Yeah, it's
It
actually.
does.
Yeah, I thought you might have a garden, but I wasn't sure. But yeah, working in the garden will definitely give you some peace of mind and putting your hand in the dirt, and just having a great time. So that's wonderful. That's great. Thank you so much for that inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, this is Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn, guys. And my wonderful guest today is Raschell Harlingten. Hey, Raschell, let's talk about, because we haven't had her on for a whole year, guys. It's been a year. I looked back on my archives and said, wow, it's been a year since I had
Yeah.
Raschell on the network. So time flies, guys, when we're having fun and when you're actually being productive and doing some things as well. But Raschell, let's talk about this wonderful transformational soul talk broadcast. Tell us about that a little bit and how that all comes about. I like that soul talk, because that means we're getting down to some nitty gritty stuff. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was speaking on stages back prior to COVID, and actually a mutual friend of ours, Raschell, had her own podcast during COVID. And I said to her, how hard would it be to shift from, speaking and facilitating to doing a podcast? And so I actually, had a couple of conversations with her and started my podcast because I wanted to bring people's story
Yeah.
of transformation.
Yeah.
Because here's what I believe is that every one of us, whether you're a influencer or whether you're just somebody, like a next door neighbor, you
Yeah.
all have a powerful story of transformation. And that story needs to be heard
Yes.
because there's somebody out there waiting for that story to be able to listen to it, to be able to say, hey, you know what, now I can maybe change my way of thinking, or hey, you know what, if that person can do it and they're just a Joe Blow, I can do it, right? And so I always believe that one story can change someone else's life. And so the Transformational Soul Talks is about talking about what is important to our souls, what's important to help us transform through a big trauma, or maybe it's through a challenging time, and how we got to the other side. And then share that story. And I just recently put it out on LinkedIn and said, listen, if you've got an amazing story of transformation that you either, went through this, or this, and you helped somebody, then you helped humanity. And I want to hear about it. So
Powerful. That's powerful, Raschell. And what I love about that, it helps you towards peace, ladies and gentlemen. It helps you also towards getting some resolve, maybe, or at least calming down some things, whatever, or just another perspective, even, Raschell. I know that's important to you as well. As you help your clients as well and people, is just another perspective, because sometimes when you don't have anybody or any other influence, you just think the problem is the problem. That's all you think about, or whatever the situation is. You don't get another perspective. And I got one pastor, Raschell, he said, well, sometimes it's not that serious, but you got to know it ain't that serious. So you got to believe that, right? Some things are not that serious. We take stuff too seriously, right, folks? So it maybe you have to go to a laugh factory or something, start laughing a little bit, or whatever it takes to get your mind, off of that particular area. Now, obviously, you got to use judgment, right, and use wisdom on certain things. But the goal here, what Raschell's talking about, is to make sure we help you in some manner to take you to the next level. Wow, that is awesome. So that's so the name there, Raschell, the Transformational Soul Talk broadcast, was that your name that you came up with? Yeah,
yes.
that's powerful. So the transformation part is so key, isn't it? Can you talk a little bit about the transformation? Because I know how deep that is, because it's not change, it's transformation. Can you talk a little bit about the word? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So as a transformational coach, which I started back in 2017, I realized that, sometimes we're dealt a set of cards.
Right.
And it does not mean that those cards are stagnant. It does not mean that we have to continue with them. But even sometimes when life throws us a set of cards and we don't like what it's thrown us, it does not mean that I've got to do something different. No, it just means that you have to look at that set of cards, pull from it the lesson in what you need to learn, and move through it and transform yourself and come out on the other side. And that can be as simple as overcoming some kind of abuse. It can be getting through a terrible job that you need to be able to let go. It means walking away from a job that is no longer serving you. It means getting through some kind of health crisis, or losing a child, or, whatever it is for you, whatever that story is, upheaving yourself from one position and moving the other side of the world. Why did you do it? What caused you to do it? What was that transformation? What was your soul calling you to do? Did you listen to your soul? Because I always say to this, when you listen to the intuition, when you listen to that people call it gut intuition, whatever you want to call it, when you listen to that, that will help you shift and move in that transformational way. it'll give you the sort of like gump, or it'll push you away, push you in that direction to say, yes, this is where we want you to go, right?
Oh, yes.
So
Powerful. Wow. I love it. I love it. I love that. I was writing. So I hope you all taking some notes out there a little bit too as well. I like that. Pull from the lesson. Wow. That's powerful. And Raschell, I was talking to that about about the same subject on another show. We call it Midday with Dr. Larry Carnes. And one thing people don't want to do is learn the lesson. We don't want to go there. That lesson could be pretty hard sometimes. It's not normal. You know what I'm saying? It may cause a little pain, at least not physically, but also, just I don't want to do this today, that type of thing.
it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
yeah.
People don't want to feel, they don't want to feel
Oh,
fear,
no.
and they don't want to feel, they don't want to be pulled out of their comfort zone.
No,
So those are the two things that are going to hold you back.
Yeah. Powerful.
And you know what? For anybody who's listening, here's the thing. When people are in such fear of change or fear of doing something different, it's just here. It's just in your mind.
Right.
But the minute you actually do it, you come out the other side and you're like, that wasn't that hard. I made it through. Look how well it went. It's because you have built up so much emotion around it that you can't move through it. So it's just, it really isn't that hard.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, Raschell, as you know and teach, we have the power. I have the power to change it. That's the thing. Nobody can stop you guys on making a change. It's all up here. It's amazing how stuff that's imaginative is so powerful, but all you got to do is break through and say, hey, this is not me. This is not what I'm all about. I deserve better. I have a great attitude, so let me get to it right now, and keep it moving, guys. But that's why it's so important to have a coach like Raschell with you on your network, in your network as well. And Raschell, there's somebody out there that probably needs some help from you anyway. Let's do a little commercial break if you don't mind. How can folks follow you on social media and get in touch with you if they're interested in learning more about this? Yeah, I love it. I love it. So so Raschell, I want people to know how to connect with you on social media. So let's share that with you. I want to give a little commercial break because this is a powerful area. The thing that you do with the Soul Talk broadcast, this is what's needed in every household, in my opinion, no doubt about it. So if you would share how to get in touch with you, that'd be great.
Absolutely. So you can find me on most platforms. On LinkedIn, it's Raschell Harlingten. You could go to my website at raschellharlingten.ca, which I see up there on the screen.
Yes.
I'm on Facebook, Raschell Harlingten. So just put in my name. I come up because I'm probably only one of the only ones out there that's spelled like that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Reach out to me. We'll have a chat. I'm more than willing to have that conversation with you. And for anybody who's out there, know that I chose this path because I wanted to support humanity. I have gone through all of those things that people say, well, you're teaching this or you're doing that. Let me tell you straight up, there were some really tough moments in my life that were really hard. And I don't know how I got through them, but I did. And because of those moments, I want to empower people to understand that they can do it as well. It's belief in yourself, and it's belief that you can move through it.
Yes. Oh, that's powerful. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, this is Power Connections with Kevin Duvall, my wonderful guest, Raschell Harlingten. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a speaker, author, coach, and podcast host. And I'm so proud and excited that she's here today. And the reason why we're all doing this, guys, because Raschell, this is why we're doing it for them.
You matter.
This is why, guys, you matter. You understand that? You matter. I matter. Raschell matters. We all matter. But guess what? We all work together, right? So we can help each other matter on a regular basis. So I'm excited about that. Raschell, I love always thinking about, I know you are too as well. I'm always thinking about our young people.
Yes.
Generation after us and beyond coming up. We got to help them. As you know, they need a little help out there. Can you talk first to the young women a little bit, just whatever you want to say there, and then talk to the young men about this area of transformation, if you don't mind. They got to understand they're going to need help. Don't go through life by yourself. You're going to need a little help. Can you talk to our young women first and then our young men very quickly about whatever you want to say?
Absolutely. So I'll just share a quick, very short story. I actually shared it on LinkedIn the other day, and I said, You
Yeah.
know, one of my children came to me and said to me, you know, there's nothing out there. I can't find a job. It
Wow.
sucks. You just don't know how hard it is. You just don't know. It wasn't like when you were younger.
Yeah.
And I felt for her. But what I said to her was this.
Right.
I said, listen, do you remember the energy and the emotion that you
Mhm.
had when you got those other jobs? Do you remember
Right.
how good you felt? Do you
Yeah.
remember how you walked in there confident and
Yeah.
knowing what you wanted? And
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I said, it is a shift of perspective. It's a shift of what you believe.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
a shift in the emotion. So when you go to do something, whatever the next job that you decide to apply for, go
Mhm.
in there if it's what you really want, and go in there with a shift in perspective, a shift in energy, because you are going to get it. I said,
Yeah.
if you constantly tell yourself it's hard out there, if you
Right.
constantly tell yourself you don't understand, then
Right.
that is exactly what you're going to get. So when
Absolutely.
you shift how you speak and you shift how you think, then everything else around you starts to change. So,
Mhm.
you have to understand that life is challenging, but you
Yes.
can also change and shift that when you believe in yourself.
Yes.
And again, I go back to
Mhm.
looking at a challenge and saying, okay, so, you know, this happened. Now, how am I
Mhm.
going to deal with this? Okay,
Mhm.
rather than being really upset about the situation and beating yourself up, look at it as, okay, so this was a lesson. What am I going to learn from this? What am I going to not do
Right.
the next time? And how am I going to move through this?
Mhm.
Everything is a lesson. And if you look at
Yes.
it from that perspective,
Right.
then your whole world will change.
Yes.
And don't look at things as like, oh my God, this is terrible. Look at it like, okay, so I learned this lesson. Let's not do this again.
Right. Right. That's it. Got to talk to yourself, folks. You must talk to yourself, and you may have to answer yourself back to get going too. I love it. I love it. That's great. Hey, Raschell, while you was talking, I was trying to look up some stats, but all I know, there are thousands of jobs, thousands, hundreds of thousands of jobs out there between here and Canada for sure. That's available, and I know for sure because I was talking to my son about this. It's about attitude too as well. I believe with the right attitude and basically voice activating your future, if you will, say, hey, that job's out there or that career's out there for me. But guess
Mhm.
what? We got to keep hunting. No, we got to keep hunting. They're not going to knock on the door and say, hey, I heard you, come work for us. That's not going to happen necessarily.
No.
So guess what you got to do? That means you still got to pursue. Matter of fact, I remember a real quick story, Raschell. I was looking years ago, a couple of years ago now. I put resumes out on every platform possible. And I'm still getting job offers. So you got to be able to put yourself out there, right? You got to put yourself out there. You got to say, hey, I've got a great resume. I'll be a great fit for you. But you got to pursue it, guys. You got to go after. You literally have to say, I'm going to find me something out there to do that I like to do and have that attitude. But I believe also too that the system, if you will, somebody will call you, could be from social media or just call you, say, hey, I saw your resume. Can you start today? That type of thing can happen for you. But you got to be out there, Raschell. Thank you so much for encouraging our young people today. And that goes for both the men and the women today. Just incredible. I love that. So I'm excited. Hey, guys, we're talking to Raschell, ladies and gentlemen, today. She's a speaker, author, and coach, and podcast host. And we're just talking today. I wanted to give her a shout out today on our business showcase. And I'm just excited about your journey too, Raschell. I tell you, we've come a long way. They don't even know half the story about how to live, do they? Get out there. But guess what? We're still here, right? We're still here.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing I love about where we're at today, Raschell, the fact that we can see your future, young people. You understand that we can see your future in some areas because we've gone through it. It's called life, and it's a pretty exciting journey when you think about it. Too, Raschell, life is a pretty much a journey. We were not taught that, but it's a pretty good journey if you know how to navigate it a little bit. So I'm excited about that. That's lovely. I love it. Hey guys, I wanted to talk to Raschell. I wanted to talk to you also too. And we shift a little bit here to the Glitter Practitioner Show. I wanted to hear about that for sure. How did that come about? I don't know if I even knew about that one yet. But I saw that on the network and said, wow, that's pretty cool. But tell us about the Glitter Practitioner Show. What is that all about?
So Dr. Noopy is on LinkedIn, and she is a general practitioner in the UK.
Yeah.
And we became very fast friends. And I actually met her again through Raschell when we did Bold Voices.
Wonderful.
And just recently, I've actually been on her show a couple of times, just
Yeah.
sharing
Yeah.
my programs, sharing my books, and then really her and I had so much in alignment, understanding that everything is mind, body, and soul, understanding that you shift the mind's perspective.
Yes.
You guide yourself with your soul, your intuition, and then the body will also follow because everything is connected.
Yes.
And you know, if you feed your body well, you get rest, you feed good positive things, you're not tearing yourself down,
Right.
and you're physically taking care of it, then and you listening to that intuition, then things start to shift. It's when we don't listen to those things. And that's what Dr. Nupi and I talked about, was understanding how important those things are. And she has a great show where she shares, you know, knowing that everything's within inside you, and whether or not you want to shine, and whether or not you want to really shine, because we're all, you know, we're all sovereign, we're all beautiful. It's just whether or not you believe. And for everybody out there who's listening, know that you are. Every single soul is special.
Absolutely. That's And what's exciting too, Raschell, there's nobody like you in the entire universe.
That's right.
Nobody. That's powerful when you think about it. There's nobody like me in the entire universe. You'll never was, never will be like you. I'm talking about exactly now. You may find some people that resemble you a little bit, but they're not you, obviously. Every now and then I'll see people that look like my sister down here in Atlanta. I said, well, they look just like my sister, you know. But when you look at them, so that ain't her, that's for sure. But we're just excited about the uniqueness of ourselves today, guys. And I'm just so excited to have Raschell on today talking about this wonderful topic. You know, Raschell was thinking too about how important it is to people that people need to understand they need to reach out too. Can you talk a little bit about how important it is to reach out specifically, well, just for all adults too, even. But I'm thinking about our young people, but adults and young people people coming out of college. How is it important to really have a coach or a mentor or someone in your life that can kind of help you out a little bit, outside the parents, of course, and your guardians and so forth? But please, that is so important. I think we try to do stuff alone, and it doesn't work that way, does it?
Yeah, even people who, like myself, still have people that support them, you know, that coach us and support us, because there is always somebody who knows a little bit more, can support you in some way. But here's something I will share with you, is that whether you have a mentor or a coach, once that coach should be able to shift and help you shift your perspective, help you gain where you need to gain in the areas, but then you should be able to ride on your own. You shouldn't have to keep coming back to that coach again, because unless there's something that you still need to work on. But most times, if the person who is your coach or your mentor has done it right, then, like riding a bike, you should be able to get on that bike without those support wheels, and you should be able to ride that bike smoothly, because they've given you the tools to be able to do what you need to do.
Absolutely.
So I just want to put that out there for people who are looking to work with someone. Know that at the end of that journey, you should be able to ride that bike on your own. Yes, you may come back to them and say, you know what, I need a couple more sessions just to get me through, but you shouldn't be going back all the time, because this is what a true coach wants to do, is give you their knowledge to be able to support you so you can grow, and then you go on your own way.
Oh, I love it, Raschell. That's powerful. I like that analogy. I'll never forget that one. So you never come back for the training wheels, guys. Once they're off from your mentor or coach, you never come back for the training wheels, guys. The minimum you do is come back for a bigger bike, maybe, or a different bike, right? Or a faster bike.
I like that.
That's what I just got that in my head, Raschell. That's a good way to look at that. I hope I can borrow that sometime. That's powerful.
Yeah.
I love that. That's powerful. That's a great way to understand it, because people keep coming back and repeating the same stuff. Well, I told you that last week. Why didn't you go do it? You don't keep coming back with the same thing over and over again. That wastes a lot of time, and most people can't even afford us. Anyway, you can't even afford our time. So you don't want to waste too much time and money in that area as well. Just incredible. Hey guys, I'm talking to Raschell Harlingten, ladies and gentlemen. She's author, speaker, coach, and podcast host. And guys, one thing I want to share with you, everybody listening right now, if you have a podcast, you got a digital platform, you got association groups, and any type of network, guys, I want you guys to consider inviting Raschell to your network, okay? Invite her as a guest if she approves there. I want you guys to put that out there as well, okay? You guys invite her. There are always people looking for speakers, right? Raschell is a great speaker. She will be, I'm sure she'll love to talk to your audience, either virtual or live. And but get your wallet out now, guys. Get your budget ready now. It ain't for free, that's for sure. So we want to encourage you guys to, if you have a podcast, digital platform, or any type of media, please consider inviting Raschell out to your network, guys, to share this powerful information she has. We've been talking about the Transformational Soul Talk broadcast and also to the Glitter Practitioner Show, both powerful areas. I love it. Also, too, Raschell, and then talk to you about your book. You got your books handy there? You want to share?
I do. Well, I have the newest one that is out. This is it's going to be this one, which is the Journey of Transformation. This was a collaboration between myself, Lily Lee, and Dina Fortune, and the foreword by Misty Lee Riston, who is a wonderful, wonderful publisher and was our doula during the whole concept of this book. And we're really happy. This book is an experience. It's not a book to sit down and read. It's a book to experience, because what is in it is art, but there's also beautiful messages that are to inspire you, that are to share with you how sovereign and how beautiful each soul is. And that when you're going through those things, when you're going through those tough times, it's to believe in yourself that you're going to get past it, because you want to immerse yourself in the bliss. You want to immerse yourself in happiness. You don't want to get stuck in the emotions of dread or regret or frustration. You want to move past that. So it was a year in the making. And yes, we're actually having our first, I think it is, live event, June the 8th here in Toronto. The venue is still we're still trying to figure things out, but for anybody who is in Toronto, definitely message us and we'll give you the details. We have a wonderful book signing. There'll be books available, how our journey started, how we came together, the three of us, and very excited about that.
That's great, Raschell. Congratulations on that. So proud of you. Excited for you as well. In fact, I got to make sure they get all the Toronto networks I got up there. Hopefully, I'm going to push this today. Make sure they know about that, because that's going to be really cool. I love it. I love it. Hey, guys, this is Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn, my wonderful guest today, Raschell Harlingten, ladies and gentlemen. She is a wonderful, wonderful speaker, author, and coach, and podcast host as well. We're just excited about her as well. Hey, guys, we want to ask Raschell now. Raschell, give us some closing takeaways today, closing comments, anything you want us to know about today, what we need to do better, whatever you like to say here. Any closing comments for today?
I think the only thing I can share with your audience today is know that each day is a brand new day. And that if you had a shitty day today, you can do it all over again tomorrow and you can start new. And know that no matter what you do, nothing is ever wrong. It's just you learning and growing from it.
Powerful. I love that. Thank you so much. Hey, guys, I want you to get in touch with Raschell right there. There's a website, guys, right there. Check it out. Okay. And give her a holler. Hey, if also, too, if nothing else, just say, hey, I love the information you shared on this broadcast as well with Kevin Vaughn on Power Connections. And share that out, too, guys. I want you to share out the website for those listening all across the network, especially those listening that follow us on the network. Please share that out as well. Also, too, I believe, help me out here, Raschell. You're on LinkedIn, I know, and Facebook. You're on X, too, as well? Are you on Twitter X, if you will?
No, I'm not on Twitter. I used to be. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn.
There you go. Okay, great. Those are the three majors right there. She's on LinkedIn, guys, under her name. Beautiful name there. Look at that right there. Facebook and Instagram. I want you guys to follow her there. And if you have any questions about her network as well, guys, feel free to drop her a DM there as well. And if you can't do that, give it to me and I'll make sure she gets it, guys. You can drop it in my DM and I'll forward to the Raschell if you guys request some information. Okay, but there's a website, guys. You can do everything right there on the website. Yeah, right there. So check her out on the website and that'll help you out a lot. Well, Raschell, I tell you, thank you so much for your time today. Appreciate you. much. You are always welcome. Also, we got to give a shout out to Sister Raschell Atkins as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we give her proud. So excited about the Supermom. Guys, check out Supermom, guys. You can just Google her and you'll get it. Supermom. I love it. Raschell Atkins, late Jones. So thank you so much for that. We love all the connections that Raschell has as well in our network. We're just all one big happy family, and we help each other as much as we need to. Hey, Raschell, you're always welcome to come back. If you got something you want to share with our network, feel free. If you got a new book, a new podcast, anything you got, feel free to come back and update us, okay? Hopefully it won't be a year, but we'll keep it moving, won't we?
We will.
Amen. I love it. We'll love it. Hey, I was going to ask you, Raschell, how's your weather up there today? How are you looking? You're beautiful up there today, I'm sure.
It's nice.
Yeah,
today
exactly.
It's a balmy 11 degrees.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, down here, I think it hit 80 today in Atlanta area, Metro Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
We're really excited. And also, too, Raschell, when you're traveling, let us know if you're coming this way for any business. Let me know as well, so we can kind of, support you there as well.
Absolutely.
So let us know whatever coming through in the future. I know you guys have calendars out there as well. Let us know how you're doing, what you guys are doing as well. And don't forget, guys, you guys can come a guest, right? This is part of our business showcase network, guys. We do a 15-minute or a 30-minute with you guys just to showcase your business. And if we can set it up live, we do that as well in the metro area, or we can do it virtually, which is really cool as well. Saves me a lot of fuel on my Learjet. I didn't have to fly Raschell today to Atlanta to come live. I love it. Isn't it powerful? So I'm excited about that. So thank you so much for that, guys, as well. Hey, don't forget to invite guys. I want you guys, a lot of you guys have podcasts and digital platforms and media services out there. Let you guys invite Raschell out on your platforms as well, so she can talk about her book and talk about her network as well. So we thank you so much. Once again, Raschell, thank you so much for being with us. All right, thanks you so much. Hey, guys, we're going to keep it moving, guys. I want to leave you with a couple of things. Let me bring my music back up, my theme music here for today here. Just a little bit of theme music. And I want to leave you with this, guys. Remember to always have a wonderful and powerful and productive day. As one of my mentors would say, remember to always out-love, out-serve, and out-forgive each other. And remember, there's nothing you can't do with the right mindset. We'll see you next time, guys, on the network. Amen. Thank you so much, everybody. Raschell, thank you so much for your time today. God bless. All right, hey, guys, this has been Power Connections with Kevin Vaughn and my wonderful guest, Raschell Harlingten, ladies and gentlemen. And we appreciate you. She is an awesome speaker, author, coach, and podcast. Check her out on our website and on social media. God bless you now.